Welcome to the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico is an oceanic basin and a marginal sea of the Atlantic Ocean, mostly surrounded by the North American continent. The Gulf of Mexico encompasses around 617,800 square miles of water and stretches around 932 miles across from east to west. In 2025, U.S. President Donald Trump issued an executive order renaming it the Gulf of America. The Gulf of Mexico is the largest gulf in the world and the 10th biggest body of water in the world. In this video, we'll guide you through both iconic coastlines and hidden wonders that make the Gulf of Mexico so captivating. You'll discover extraordinary places, from dazzling marine landscapes to rich cultural traditions that thrive along its shores. Together, let's set out on this journey to uncover what makes the Gulf of Mexico truly remarkable and explore the treasures waiting beneath its waves and along its coast. So, how well do you really know the Gulf of Mexico? Stay tuned. We've prepared a fun quiz just for you. Along the northern edge of the Gulf of Mexico, where sunlight lingers over calm waters and breezes soften the heat of the day, lies a stretch of coast that has long balanced natural beauty with quiet charm. Pensacola beaches' mild temperature, sugar white beaches, and crystal clear waters draw beach lovers, fishing enthusiasts, and environmentalists alike. Located in Florida's Panhandle on its western border, you'll find the relaxed coastal city of Pensacola. With miles of protected shoreline, the city's picture-perfect beaches are not only a joy to discover, but also considerably quieter than most in the state. Pensacola Beach and Lido Key are home to sparkling white beaches, mesmerizing wildlife, and endless unobstructed views of the Gulf of Mexico. The beach here is serene and adorned with flower-soft sand, dunes crowned with sea oats and water so clear that the sea floor is still in view far into the depths. At the present time, 60% of Pensacola Beach is public use or public service land, with the remaining 40% leased for residential and commercial use. Now, before we move on to the next destination, here's a fun question for you. How many major rivers flow into the Gulf of Mexico? Comment your guess. On a narrow barrier island where the Gulf's waves meet soft stretches of Texas shoreline, a small coastal city carries both natural beauty and historic weight. Its breezes may seem gentle, yet its past tells of struggles and turning points that shaped an entire region's destiny. This is Surfside Beach, a community where seaside calm and the legacy of Texas independence live side by side. Surfside Beach, also known locally as Surfside, is a city in Brazoria County, Texas, United States, that is situated on Foley's Island by the Gulf of Mexico, near the city of Freeport. The city has claimed the Cradle of Texas Liberty title due to the fact that the Treaty of Velasco, which ended hostilities between Texas and Mexico, was signed at Fort Velasco. With its 4 miles of unspoiled shoreline, Surfside Beach is a perfect retreat for recreational sports, sun worshippers and nature lovers alike. A scattering of local shops, vacation rentals, and seafood restaurants add to the town's laid-back coastal character. The island is located off the coast of Anton Lizardo, from where boats leave for the island. The journey is short and worthwhile to enjoy a natural beauty that seems to be lost in the sea. This attraction is part of a group of 6 islands that are located offshore, characterized by being surrounded by coral reefs that are home to various marine species. Its main characteristics are the white sand and turquoise waters that more closely resemble the Caribbean islands. It is part of the Veracruz Reef System, declared a protected natural area since 1992. The island rises gently from the Gulf, its low sandy hills covered with sparse vegetation that sways in the sea breeze. From a distance, the island forms a delicate silhouette against the horizon, framed by the endless expanse of Gulf waters. If you are watching this, please click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It's completely free, but means a lot to us. Teeming with cobblestone streets, winding paths, and late lunches al fresco, it's no wonder Rosemary Beach was named one of America's most romantic small towns. Combining an architectural style reminiscent of the Dutch West Indies with coastal joie de vivre, this beach neighborhood is a breath of fresh, salty air. Rosemary Beach's ample green spaces make it the perfect place to spend quality time with family and friends. Carefully designed to leave the natural beauty of this Floridian oasis intact, no detail was overlooked when construction began in 1995. Designed to be completely accessible by foot or bike, nothing within this unique beach community is longer than a 5-minute walk away from the town center. Architectural symmetry and rhythmic spacing of buildings create a visually pleasing sense of order and flow throughout the community. Brightly painted facades catch the sunlight, reflecting soft pastels that enhance the town's cheerful coastal ambiance. Gentle waves kiss the shore, where soft sands glisten with hidden treasures carried from the sea, creating an atmosphere both serene and timeless. Far from the hurried pace of the mainland, this island feels like a sanctuary where simplicity and natural wonder reign. Here, the rhythm of life slows, inviting visitors to savor every breeze, every seashell, and every golden stretch of sunlit coast. At 12 miles long and just 3 miles across, Sanibel Island welcomes you with an intimate, charming island setting. With no stoplights and no buildings taller than the tallest palm, the views will always enchant, day or night. With more than 400 types of seashells that wash ashore on its beaches every day, it's no wonder that Sanibel Island is known as the seashell capital of the world. Sanibel offers more than 25 miles of shared-use paths that can help you explore the island by bike or on foot. No matter where you go on Sanibel Island, the warmth and charm of this island community will have you coming back for more. The island, also known as Sanibel Island, constitutes the entire city. Due to easy causeway access, Sanibel is a popular tourist destination known for its shell beaches and wildlife refuges. Soft, powdery sands stretch along the shoreline, glowing under the sun with a brightness that makes the entire coast appear like a ribbon of light. The island's gentle curves and natural contours create a sense of harmony, blending land and sea into one seamless view. Subtle dunes rise along the edges of the beach, crowned with grasses that ripple like waves in the wind. Beyond the mainland's bustle, where the horizon glows with the soft hues of sunrise and waves move with unhurried grace, an island emerges like a quiet retreat. Wrapped in an aura of seclusion, it feels like a place where time slows, inviting every visitor to linger a little longer with the sea breeze. For a secluded island getaway, look no further than Captiva Island, just north of Sanibel Island and an hour from Fort Myers on Florida's southwest coast. As daylight fades, the gentle waves mirror the last rays of light, creating a serene spectacle that feels both fleeting and eternal. At the edge of the bay, where salt air drifts across open water and seabirds trace wide circles in the sky, lies a place shaped by nature's hand. Its shores carry the timeless rhythm of waves meeting sand, a reminder of Florida's coast in its purest form. Fort de Soto Park reveals itself as both a retreat and a treasure, where unspoiled beauty invites exploration and rest. Spanning 5 small islands, the 1,136-acre Fort de Soto Park lies at the mouth of Tampa Bay and attracts more than 2.7 million visitors a year. Fort de Soto Park's wide, flat North Beach is known for being perfect for families. It's one of the best state parks in Florida, so you won't find high-rise condos or any commercial buildings. Instead, you'll find tons of palm trees, unspoiled beaches, and trails all throughout the island. It's the largest park in the county, and it offers beautiful beaches and outdoor activities. The coastline unfolds in long, uninterrupted stretches of sand, where the water shimmers with a shifting palette of blues and greens. Towering palms and wind-bent pines frame the horizon, giving the landscape a natural rhythm that feels untouched by time. Dunes rise gently along the shore, covered in grasses that sway with the coastal breeze and create a sense of movement in every direction. The park's vastness allows the scenery to feel both expansive and intimate, with open skies meeting calm waters in perfect balance. Marco Island, the largest of Florida's 10,000 islands, is tucked away in the Gulf of Mexico. Part coastal resort, part fishing village, Marco Island is a family-friendly destination where visitors can relax and unwind in nature. Marco Island features 6 miles of beach and over 100 miles of waterways within its 24 square miles. It's Marco Island's subtropical climate, pristine white beaches, and legendary sunsets that attract vacationers from all over the world. Watching a Marco Island sunset is a spiritual experience that touches one's soul for a lifetime. Parts of the island have scenic, high elevations relative to the generally flat South Florida landscape. Marco Island is the largest barrier island within Southwest Florida's 10,000 islands area, extending from Marco Island to Cape Sable. Elegant waterfront homes rise gracefully, their broad terraces overlooking calm, sparkling canals. Along Alabama's narrow stretch of coast, where the Gulf's waves roll in with steady grace, lies a shoreline of rare beauty. The sand glimmers like sugar under the sun, while breezes carry a sense of both history and renewal. Orange Beach emerges as a coastal retreat, where natural splendor and cultural depth come together in perfect harmony. Easily one of the best vacation spots in Gulf of Mexico, Orange Beach offers miles of pristine shoreline. Orange Beach offers a unique look inside the local Native American culture. Orange Beach, Alabama beckons with its soft, sugar-white sand beaches, making it a perfect destination for couples, families, or friends. The city of Orange Beach is a Class 8 Alabama municipal corporation, incorporated on August 1st, 1984. The city of Orange Beach is a coastal destination, resort community located in Baldwin County, Alabama, on the Gulf of Mexico. Bordered by the Gulf of Mexico to the south, state of Florida to the east, the city is the last foothold for the state of Alabama as it works to manage and protect Alabama's beaches. Waves roll in with a rhythmic calm, painting shifting patterns on the sand that vanish as quickly as they appear. Sea breezes sweep inland with a cooling touch, carrying the scent of salt and the whispers of tides long in motion. Evenings cloak the coast in a golden glow, the sinking sun casting long shadows and warming the horizon. At the southern edge of Texas, the Gulf of Mexico stretches out against a barrier of shining sand and gentle surf. The air moves with warmth and salt, carrying both tranquility and the promise of discovery. South Padre Island rises from this meeting of sea and sky as a place of beauty, leisure, and enduring appeal. With 34 miles of pristine white beaches, stunning waters from the Gulf of Mexico, and year-round temps averaging 74 degrees, South Padre Island is a beachgoer's paradise. The history of the southern part of Padre Island dates from Spanish exploration in the 16th century. The island is only accessible via the Queen Isabella Causeway and has become a popular tourist destination for both the spring, summer, and for winter Texans. South Padre Island is a barrier island and resort town off the southern coast of Texas, offering many beaches, nature experiences, history, and amusement parks. South Padre Island offers a spectacular accommodation suitable for every taste and budget. Golden sands sweep for miles along the shoreline, their soft texture catching the sunlight like countless grains of polished crystal. The island's silhouette appears delicate yet enduring, rising low and wide between the endless expanse of the Gulf and the vast Texas sky. Dunes form undulating lines across the coast, their windswept ridges crowned with grasses that bend and shimmer in the breeze. At dusk, the horizon burns with vivid streaks of orange and crimson, blending into the calm water like strokes of a vast canvas. Mobile Bay, an inlet off the Gulf of Mexico, rewards a wide range of interests, from nautical to natural to historical. Just west of the Fort Morgan Peninsula, the bay's laid-back atmosphere is a stark contrast to the busy sands of Gulf shores and Orange Beach. The bay serves as the drainage area for the sixth largest river system in the U.S. The drainage basin of Mobile Bay encompasses more than two-thirds of the state of Alabama and parts of Tennessee, Georgia, and Mississippi. In 1995, Mobile Bay entered the National Estuary Program of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. The bay has become significant on a local, regional, and national level because its abundant natural resources provide many ecological, recreational, and commercial uses. The Mobile River and Tensas River empty into the northern end of the bay, making it an estuary. Mobile Bay unfolds as a vast expanse of shimmering water, framed by soft horizons and the endless rhythms of tide and wind. The city of Mobile rests on the western shore of the bay. Downtown, Mobile rises as a blend of old-world charm and modern vitality, where centuries of history meet contemporary life. The sunsets over Mobile Bay unfold slowly, painting the sky in sweeping bands of crimson, amber, and violet light. As the sun lowers, its golden reflection stretches across the water like a glowing path that seems to invite the eye forward. The stillness of evening deepens as gentle ripples catch the fading light, turning the bay into a shimmering mosaic of fire and glass. Shadows lengthen along the shoreline, and the air grows softer, carrying the scent of salt and the hush of twilight. When the sun finally sinks, it leaves behind a lingering glow, a gentle afterlight resting on the calm surface of the bay. Along the Gulf Coast of Texas, shifting tides and winds once shaped a narrow strip of land that would become a stage for commerce, culture, and survival. Through storms, settlement, and shifting fortunes, this island developed an identity that reflects both resilience and grandeur. Today, its past can still be traced in the structures that line its streets, where the architecture of earlier centuries stands as enduring testimony to what was built and preserved. Galveston Island is a storied sand barrier island stretching along Texas's Gulf Coast, rich in centuries of human and geological history. Many elegant 19th century buildings survive in 6 historic districts, preserving a rich architectural heritage. The shoreline of the island curves with a natural grace, where soft sands meet the rhythmic waves of the Gulf. Its flat expanse of land is framed by dunes and seagrasses, giving the impression of a delicate balance between earth and water. The breezes that sweep across the island carry with them the scent of salt and the freshness of the sea, softening the heat of Texas summers. Many of the homes and public structures are adorned with intricate details that speak to both European influences and local adaptations. At night, Galveston Island shimmers with the golden glow of streetlights, reflecting gently against historic facades. The Galveston Island Historic Pleasure Pier is a wharf that juts out from the Texas Gulf Coast. Here, you'll find amusement park rides, shops, and eateries. Opened in the summer of 2012, it has a roller coaster, 15 rides, carnival games, and souvenir shops. You can't miss the Pleasure Pier, as its amusement park rides are major parts of the Galveston skyline. Galveston Island's historic pleasure pier will have you soaring over the Gulf of Mexico and flying high above the crowds. The new Galveston Island Historic Pleasure Pier was built 1,130 feet out over the Gulf of Mexico waters. The Galveston Island Historic Pleasure Pier stretches boldly into the Gulf, its framework gleaming against the expanse of sky and sea. Steel beams rise in perfect alignment, creating a striking silhouette that blends industrial strength with coastal elegance. Along the edge of the Texas coast, waves meet a sheltered bay that has long drawn sailors, settlers, and dreamers to its shores. The air carries both the freshness of the sea and the echoes of a layered past, marked by exploration and faith. In this meeting of water and culture, a city emerged that continues to blend maritime strength with a spirit of openness and charm. Corpus Christi, perched on the Texas coast, welcomes visitors with its sparkling bays, vibrant waterfront, and breezy charm. It is sheltered from the Gulf of Mexico by Mustang and Padre Islands. The city's name means Body of Christ in ecclesiastical Latin, in reference to the Christian sacrament of Holy Communion. The name was given to the settlement and surrounding bay by Spanish explorer Alonso Alvarez de Pineda in 1519. Corpus Christi blends coastal breezes with cultural vibrancy, where museums meet Gulf sidewalks. Its port and naval connections underscore a long tradition of maritime influence and economy. The city's identity is woven from bayfront beauty and historic neighborhoods, each with their own spirit. The shoreline of Corpus Christi curves in a wide embrace, its bay shimmering with light that shifts gently between silver and blue as the day moves on. Palm-lined promenades frame the waterfront with rhythmic silhouettes that sway in the coastal breeze, shaping a landscape both graceful and serene. The open skies arch broadly overhead, their clarity amplifying both the brilliance of daylight and the majesty of stars at night. From every angle, the bay cradles the city in a sweeping curve, offering endless vistas that evoke peace and timeless wonder. Evenings settle with golden light, bending across the water, transforming the entire shoreline into a stage of radiant tranquility and warmth. Along Mexico's Gulf Coast, gentle waves touch fertile plains, while hills embrace a historic bay that shapes Campeche's timeless charm. Capital of the state of the same name, the city of Campeche is located on the Gulf Coast of Mexico. It lies on the Yucatan Peninsula at the western end of a fertile plain in a natural amphitheater formed by hills overlooking the Bay of Campeche. Campeche is a typical example of a harbor town from the Spanish colonial period in the New World. As with elsewhere in the region, Campeche was founded by the Spanish at the site of an existing Mayan settlement, Campeche, from which the new city took its name in 1540. In order to defend the city, the Spanish inhabitants built a vast city wall and fortifications, parts of which survive to this day. Within these walls, the Spanish built a traditional colonial town with a central plaza, cathedral, and numerous grand civic buildings. With much of this inner city largely untouched over the years, in 1999, the city was granted UNESCO World Heritage status. Although Campeche lacks any outstanding monuments or museums, it's a great place to stroll about on one's own, taking in the many pastel-colored buildings that dominate the old town. The city's walls, with their weathered stones and imposing bastions, evoke a sense of strength and historic resilience. At more than 20 miles long and a mile wide, this barrier island is the place to go for family-friendly outdoor adventures. St. George Island is an island and census-designated place off the Florida Panhandle in the northern Gulf of Mexico. The newly erected 79-foot St. George Island Lighthouse stands proudly in the center of the island. Home to the most unspoiled, serene beaches in the Sunshine State, St. George Island offers plenty of things to do for every visitor. No high-rises anywhere on this untouched island. Not every stretch of Florida's shoreline has surrendered to the fast pace of development, and some corners still preserve a quieter rhythm. On a narrow strip of land framed by emerald waters, visitors discover a place where beaches remain wide and tranquil, and where sunsets color the horizon without distraction. This is an island that has grown in reputation, while holding firmly to its relaxed spirit, offering an atmosphere that feels worlds away, despite its easy reach from the city. Surrounded by the Gulf of Mexico, Tampa Bay, and the Intracoastal Waterway, Anna Maria Island is an easy 1.5-hour drive from Tampa. Anna Maria Island, a 7-mile-long barrier island on Florida's Gulf Coast west of Bradenton, is brimming with history, arts, and culture. The island is home to 3 cities: Anna Maria on the north end, Holmes Beach toward the middle, and Bradenton Beach to the south, which all offer unique places to shop, eat, and stay. The beaches are the primary draw of this island, offering soft white sands and emerald green waters that are calm enough for the whole family to enjoy a spot of bathing. Given how much beachfront there is here, it's easy to find a spot away from other people if you like. Able to rival many popular international beach destinations, the island's natural beauty and commitment to restricted development have proven tasty and satisfying to those who cross Florida's Intercoastal Waterway to visit the island. Unlike many Florida beach communities, Anna Maria Island appears to be unaffected by the unrelenting commercialism typically associated with beach communities. Once a sleepy beach community with little national or international recognition, Anna Maria Island has now become commonplace for the discerning traveler who is looking to unplug from a world often running at high speed. The island stretches like a slender ribbon of land, its soft curves shaped by centuries of tides and breezes that continue to sculpt its shoreline. Its beaches sweep unbroken for miles, with powdery sands that gleam almost white beneath the midday sun. Nestled along the Gulf Coast, Dunedin is a charming old Florida town with eclectic boutiques, artisan shops, and a variety of independent dining options. Dunedin boasts some of the most pristine beaches along the Gulf of America. The name comes from Dunedin, the Scottish Gaelic name for Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland. Though it's the fifth largest city in the area, Dunedin feels like a step back to a more serene, simple Florida. With its relaxed pace, it's the perfect place to explore charming downtown streets or unwind on two of the region's most beautiful beaches. The town unfolds gracefully along the shoreline, where the calm waters of the Gulf create a shimmering backdrop to its laid-back charm. The scale of the town remains intimate, with low-rise structures and open spaces that give a sense of balance between nature and community. As the sun dips below the calm waters, the sky ignites with shades of orange, pink, and violet like a painting slowly closing. The last light of day stretches across the Gulf, shimmering in golden ribbons that ripple gently upon the waves. Long stretches of soft white sand, a gentle rhythm of waves, and breezes carrying the scent of salt and sun create an atmosphere where life slows to a more relaxed pace. Across a narrow barrier island off Florida's southwest coast, the shoreline seems designed for both quiet reflection and lively gatherings beneath the palms. Here, the charm of a seaside town blends with a backdrop of natural beauty, offering a glimpse of coastal living that feels timeless, yet welcoming. The town of Fort Myers Beach, incorporated since 1995, is on Estero Island off the southwest Florida coast of the Gulf of Mexico. Much of the popularity of Fort Myers Beach can be attributed to the 7 miles of white sand beach, family-friendly resorts, excellent seafood restaurants, and old Florida charm. The town has a variety of unique cultural parks, recreational and natural settings, as well as shops and restaurants. The island stretches gracefully along the Gulf, its slender form embraced by shimmering waters and endless horizons of blue tranquility. White sand beaches extend for miles, reflecting sunlight so brilliantly that each step feels like walking across powdered crystal underfoot. The land's low, flat profile reveals a landscape shaped by centuries of wind, tide, and shifting coastal sands. Natural beauty is balanced by simple structures, where open stretches of sand blend seamlessly into shaded corners and quiet pathways. Houses stand on stilts above the sand, their wooden frames painted in soft hues that mirror the tones of sky and sea. Houses sit close to one another yet feel open, unified by their scale and their harmony with the surrounding Gulf landscape. The island's modest scale allows the Gulf's presence to remain constant, surrounding life with a soothing sense of openness. Sunset ignites the horizon in shades of gold, pink, and violet, casting radiant colors across the quiet waters below. If you're looking for a place to relax and have fun on one of the best beaches in the country, Fort Myers Beach is the place to be. Beneath skies that seem to shimmer with endless light, a small island at the edge of the continent carries an outsized spirit. Here, daily life unfolds at a slower rhythm, shaped by breezes off warm seas and a culture that values individuality above convention. Stories of adventurers, dreamers, and artists linger in every corner, blending seamlessly with the relaxed charm of palm-lined streets and ocean horizons. This setting belongs to Key West, the southernmost city in the continental United States, where history, eccentricity, and coastal beauty merge into one. Known for warm beaches and eccentric residents with a live-in-the-moment philosophy, Key West offers a relaxed yet unexpected seaside adventure. Key West City, seat of Monroe County, southwestern Florida, the southernmost city within the continental United States. Key West is full of surprising stories, colorful characters, and unique moments in American history. Laid back, free-spirited, artistic, quirky, and scenic, Key West is one of the most unique places in the United States. Known for its live and let live attitude, tropical climate, and seemingly continuous happy hour, this tiny Florida Keys island has been welcoming visitors seeking a vacation from the normal for 2 centuries. The city occupies an entire island along with portions of surrounding islands. Its land area totals around 6 square miles. Key West's beauty lies in its seamless blend of vivid natural colors, where turquoise waters meet skies painted in hues of gold and rose. The island's compact size makes every corner feel intimate, yet its character is expansive, filled with charm and individuality. Wooden houses with pastel facades and intricate porches add architectural poetry, telling quiet stories of a bygone era. At sunset, the horizon becomes a glowing canvas where fiery oranges and soft purples blend seamlessly above the calm sea. Turquoise waters lap gently against sandy edges, their clarity revealing subtle ripples and shifting patterns beneath the surface. Brightly colored rooftops and shutters contrast beautifully with the lush greenery dotting the island, creating a lively, picturesque scene. The air carries a blend of salt, tropical vegetation, and sun-warmed wood, heightening the sense of place with every breath. Some coastlines call attention with their glamour, while others keep their charm hidden in quieter rhythm of sand and sea. On a narrow strip where turquoise waters meet untamed natural habitats, the atmosphere feels unhurried, inviting long hours outdoors beneath the sun. An 11-mile-long peninsula turned into a barrier island, Manasota Key faces the Gulf of Mexico to the west and Lemon Bay to the east. Located on one of the most beautiful stretches of Florida's Gulf beaches, guests spend most days outside on the water. It offers tucked-away sections of beach and eco-habitats rarely seen at well-hyped beaches. There is no overcrowding, and many beaches are private. Unlike the fast-paced energy of Miami or the commercial polish of Clearwater, Manasota Key whispers instead of shouts. The beaches stretch in soft curves, bordered by dunes that protect the island's fragile balance between land and sea. Low vegetation clings to sandy soils, creating a natural barrier that frames the island in quiet greenery. The air is filled with the scent of salt and sun-warmed breezes, adding to the sense of calm that defines the atmosphere. Architectural structures remain subtle and low-rise, blending into the environment rather than overwhelming it. Located at the end of St. Pete Beach, Pass-a-Grille distinguishes itself from the many area beaches by offering 4 miles of undeveloped beach paradise. As one of St. Pete Clearwater's quietest communities, Pass-a-Grille Beach is fantastic for a laid-back vacation. The neighborhood includes restaurants, retailers, and waterfront areas on the Gulf of Mexico, as well as the Intracoastal Waterway. Pass-a-Grille Beach is thought to have gotten its name from the Cuban fishermen, known as grillers, who camped along the water's edge of the island and would smoke their fish before returning home. Along Florida's western edge, the coastline opens into a realm where white sand glimmers beneath endless skies and emerald waters. The rhythm of the waves carries a quiet invitation, drawing travelers toward a place where leisure defines every moment. White sand beaches, a tranquil coastline, and emerald green water. That's Navarre Beach, Florida's most relaxing place. Navarre Beach area is located directly on the sugar white beaches of the Gulf of Mexico, at the southern tip of Santa Rosa County. The beautiful Gulf of Mexico serves as the backdrop for all that the Navarre Beach area has to offer. Navarre Beach is renowned for its sugar white sands and emerald green waters, making it a paradise for beach lovers. Soft dunes crowned with sea oats form gentle rises behind the shoreline, creating a natural frame for the vast expanse of sand and sea. The air is infused with the salt of the Gulf, carrying with it a freshness that both soothes and awakens the spirit. The Navarre Beach Pier's claim to fame as being the longest fishing pier in Florida, stretching 1,545 feet long and towering 30 feet above the water. Its wooden planks stretch far into the Gulf, offering a path that seems to dissolve into the horizon. Extending boldly over the waters, the pier embodies the spirit of endurance while offering a place of beauty and reflection. Off Florida's southwest coast, where the sea meets stretches of pale sand, a slender island balances refinement with untouched beauty. Its shoreline unfolds quietly, inviting travelers to linger in a place where the rhythm of the Gulf defines each passing day. What emerges is not only a retreat of serene beaches, but also a destination shaped by history and enriched with modern charm. The island features numerous sandy beaches facing the Gulf of Mexico, as well as a park called South Lido Park, which has a beach and a woodland trail. While not as popular as Siesta Key Beach, Lido Key Beach is reviewed as a more private beach that is more relaxing for the tourists who come from around the world to visit it. A barrier island just west of Sarasota on Florida's southwest coast, Lido Key offers a unique combination of cosmopolitan living and unspoiled nature. Steeped in history and renowned for its pristine beaches, Lido Key has evolved into a beloved tourist destination, offering a wealth of attractions and activities for visitors of all ages. The shoreline of Lido Key glistens with sugar-white sands, kissed by emerald waters and framed by dunes swaying in gentle breezes. The horizon stretches wide and unbroken, merging sea and sky in a panorama of soft blues and radiant light. Once known as the Venice of the South, Tarpon Springs was named for the abundant fish found off its coast and is hailed as the sponge capital of the world. The oldest town in Pinellas County, Tarpon Springs is located along the Anclote River, where it intersects with the Gulf of Mexico. Past Indian history in this beautiful coastal community dates back to the 1800s with the arrival of the first settlers. It blends the moods of Victorian-era Florida, small-town America, and, most of all, the vibrant character of its Greek heritage. The waterfront shimmers with a timeless glow, its gentle waves reflecting the light of the Florida sun across calm, inviting waters. Elegant architecture lines the town, with details that echo Victorian charm and carry the stories of generations past. The river winds steadily toward the Gulf, its surface alive with ripples that mirror the sky's ever-changing colors. The horizon blazes with hues of crimson and gold, spilling their warmth across the tranquil waters below. Shadows lengthen along the shore, while the sky glows with a luminous fire that slowly softens into dusk. Along Florida's panhandle, where waves trace luminous arcs across sugar-white shores, a coastal haven thrives with effortless charm. The emerald green waters sparkle beneath near-constant sunshine, while soft sands whisper of centuries of natural creation, carried from distant mountains. It is in this setting of endless light and timeless shores that Panama City Beach reveals itself, not just as a vacation spot, but as a community shaped by beauty, leisure, and vitality. Panama City Beach is a vibrant coastal community, best known for its sugar-white sand, emerald green waters, and laid-back vibe. Stretching 13 miles along the Gulf of America, the beach offers something for everyone, from young families and beachgoers to early retirees and outdoor adventurers. With over 19,000 full-time residents and millions of annual visitors, Panama City Beach is a premier destination for both living and vacationing. Panama City Beach is a resort city in the Florida Panhandle and principal city of the Panama City metropolitan area. Panama City Beach's slogan is "The world's most beautiful beaches," due to the unique, sugar-white sandy beaches of the Florida Panhandle. The city is also a popular spring break destination, due to its beach and proximity to most of the southern United States. The legendary pure white sand of Panama City Beach is attributed to quartz crystals washing down from the Appalachian Mountains centuries ago. The surf and tides of the Gulf of Mexico is responsible for depositing these millions of grains of sugar white sand onto the pristine shoreline. The result of this rigorous process is the beautiful renowned beaches of Panama City Beach. Panama City Beach, Florida, has an average of 320 days of sunshine per year. Panama City Beach weather is subtropical, with a year-round temperature averaging 74 degrees, which means heavenly conditions for those enjoying Panama City beach travel. The shoreline stretches in a perfect ribbon of white, its quartz sands gleaming like powdered crystal beneath the radiant coastal sun. Rolling waves arrive with steady rhythm, their emerald crests shimmering in the light before dissolving into delicate foamy lace at the shore. The interplay of wind, tide, and sun sculpts the shoreline daily, leaving behind intricate textures across its luminous surface. The horizon unfolds in seamless blues, where sky and sea merge into a boundless canvas, touched only by drifting clouds. At sunrise, the beach glows with amber tones, each wave catching the first blush of light in a quiet daily performance. When dusk descends, the waters shimmer with molten gold, reflecting the final embers of the sun, before surrendering to twilight calm. The shoreline's expanse feels infinite, offering a sense of freedom that only wide, open coastal landscapes can provide. Along Florida's Gulf Coast, where sunsets turn the horizon into a wash of rose and gold, a singular landmark rises from the dunes with both grandeur and grace. Its pastel facade has become as much a part of the shoreline as the tides themselves, drawing admiration for nearly a century. Perched atop the windswept dunes of St. Pete Beach, the Don Cesar, since its inception in 1928, stands as a shining monument of glamour and leisure. Inspired by Art Deco elegance, the property seamlessly blends contemporary design with rich history. The hotel, also known as the Pink Palace, has long served as a playground for the rich and famous. The architecture is a blend of Mediterranean and Moorish styles, modeled after different hotels and developments that Rowe and Beard saw in Palm Beach, Coral Gables, and Boca Raton. Rowe named it Don Cesar after Don Cesar de Bazan, the hero of William Vincent Wallace's opera Maritana. Soft pink walls glow warmly in the morning light, contrasting beautifully with the bright blue sky and sparkling waters of the Gulf. Towers rise elegantly above the main building, their domed tops adding a striking vertical element that captures the eye immediately. The roofline curves gently, echoing the motion of waves and giving the entire structure a flowing, organic silhouette. Open courtyards invite sea breezes, surrounded by lush greenery that softens the architectural lines and enhances peaceful relaxation. Grand archways frame breathtaking views of the beach, seamlessly connecting the elegance of interiors with natural coastal beauty. The hotel's soft pink exterior glows warmly under the sun, standing vividly against the deep blue Gulf sky. From every perspective, the exterior blends Mediterranean and Moorish influences into a harmonious, striking coastal landmark. Nestled along Florida's sun-drenched west coast, a slender island stretches between sparkling waters and powdery white sand, offering a serene escape from city life. The gentle rhythm of the Gulf waves and the vibrant energy of a lively beach town create a unique blend of relaxation and excitement. Clearwater Beach emerges as a coastal haven where natural beauty and casual charm meet, inviting visitors to linger and savor every moment. Clearwater Beach sits on a long, thin island off of Florida's west coast, within 25 miles of both St. Petersburg and Tampa. Though a trip to the town from the mainland takes just a few minutes, you'll feel worlds away from the big city atmosphere you're leaving behind. Sugar white sands, warm Gulf of Mexico waters, and fiery sunsets are just a few of the things to expect from a trip to Clearwater Beach. This fun, friendly, casual beach town in the Tampa Bay area is always abuzz with activity and good vibes. The northernmost pearl in a string of white sand islands in the St. Petersburg Clearwater area. It's known for its wide beaches and casual attitudes. Most of its beach parks and commercial district lie within a strip less than 2 miles long and 3 blocks wide, easily doable on foot. Clearwater Beach has consistently been ranked best beach by various organizations and has garnered a reputation as an ideal vacation destination for people of all ages from all around the world. The shoreline curves gently, creating natural bays where the sun reflects off calm, turquoise waters. Colorful beach umbrellas and cabanas dot the sand, adding playful splashes of color against the neutral tones of sand and water. Golden light spills across the sugar-white sand, turning the beach into a glowing canvas of warm hues. The distant hum of nighttime activity mingles with the rhythmic sound of the Gulf, creating a peaceful coastal lullaby. The horizon stretches endlessly, where turquoise waves shimmer like liquid glass beneath the soft embrace of Florida's radiant coastal sun. The shoreline is wide and flat, giving plenty of open space for walking, sunbathing, and setting up umbrellas close to the water. The Gulf waters are calm and shallow, with gentle waves that make swimming and wading safe for people of all ages. On clear days, the sea shows a bright turquoise color near the shore, deepening to emerald and blue farther out. The sand is well maintained and clean, making it comfortable to walk barefoot for long stretches along the coast. Clearwater Beach's wide views of the Gulf give a sense of openness, with nothing but water meeting sky in the distance. To the north of the Yucatan Peninsula, just 3 hours from Cancun, you can find heaven on earth. Its name is Holbox, the country's last breath, a small island surrounded by the waters of the Gulf of Mexico, considered the last point of Mexico within the Caribbean and the Atlantic Ocean. Holbox is part of the Mayan territory, and the influence of the mythical civilization can be felt in every aspect of the island. The charm of Holbox begins in its geography. The island is full of virgin beaches where the turquoise of its waters bathes every morning the coral sand of the coasts. To visit Holbox is to awaken your senses, to discover new colors thanks to its sunsets and the turquoise colors of its waters. The island benefits from the unique climate formed by the coalition of the Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico seas. For years, Holbox was called a hidden paradise because, before the operation of the ferries, few people had heard of this black hole, Mayan meaning for Holbox, in the Caribbean. One of the main attractions of this island is the warmth of its inhabitants, with their relaxed lifestyle, and that habit of walking around the island barefoot becomes something every visitor wants to experience. The island stretches in a long, narrow form, giving it the appearance of a delicate ribbon floating peacefully upon the Gulf waters. Soft, powdery sand runs endlessly along its shores, creating an almost dreamlike contrast against the ever-changing turquoise sea. The horizon here seems infinite, blending sky and ocean into a seamless canvas of blue that calms the spirit. Palm trees rise in scattered silhouettes, their fronds swaying gently in the coastal breeze, as if whispering secrets of the sea. The beaches appear untouched, with wide expanses that make the visitor feel as though they have stepped into another world. The shallow waters surrounding the island shimmer with striking shades of turquoise, shifting in tone as the sun moves overhead. Gentle waves lap quietly against the shore, leaving delicate foamy trails that vanish almost instantly into the soft white sand. The long, narrow shape of the island gives its beaches a feeling of openness, where uninterrupted horizons stretch in every direction. Along Florida's panhandle, where the Gulf's waters shimmer in shades of emerald and sapphire, a narrow peninsula stretches between bay and sea, inviting both adventure and relaxation. Once a quiet fishing settlement, the area has grown into a vibrant coastal town where natural beauty and recreational pursuits coexist seamlessly. Destin emerges as a place where sugar-white sands, sparkling waters, and abundant wildlife create a quintessential Gulf Coast experience. Destin sits on the Florida Panhandle on the Gulf of Mexico and is home to stunning white sandy beaches, emerald green water, and often referred to as the world's luckiest fishing village. Founded in the 1850s, Destin used to be a sleepy fishing town until a bridge connected the skinny peninsula with Florida's mainland, and Eglin Air Force Base opened in the mid-1930s. Midwestern and Southern families flock to Destin's beaches each summer for the city's trademark bright white sands, made up of pure Appalachian quartz. This unique sand not only stays cool in the summer heat, but also gives the water its emerald tint as the sunlight bounces off the grains. This beach town is known for its plentiful fishing, challenging golf courses, mouth-watering seafood restaurants, and incredible Gulf views. Destin boasts 13 sunny beaches edging the Gulf of Mexico, including Henderson Beach State Park, where the protected shoreline is a natural wonder. The Henderson Beach Resort and Spa in Destin, Florida, stands out with a design that blends classic coastal elegance with modern luxury, creating a sophisticated beachfront retreat. Soft hues of aquamarine and white dominate the exterior, harmonizing seamlessly with the surrounding natural landscape. The shoreline curves gently, creating wide open beaches that invite long walks and quiet reflection. The interplay of light on sand, water, and sky transforms the beach throughout the day, offering endless visual variety. The fine sugar-white sand feels soft underfoot, its coolness a surprise even in the height of summer heat. The clarity of the Gulf waters reveals shifting patterns of light beneath the surface, as if the sea itself were alive with glassy reflections. Midday brightness floods the shoreline. With the white sand gleaming so vividly, it seems to merge seamlessly with the sky. The vast openness of the beach gives a sense of space and freedom, with uninterrupted views in every direction. Where the rhythm of the Gulf meets the hum of a thriving city, a place emerges that balances heritage with progress. Streets echo with flavors of Spanish and Cuban influence, while waterways shimmer with reflections of both history and modern growth. Tampa reveals itself as a city of contrasts and connections, where culture, commerce, and coastal beauty weave seamlessly together. With its mix of historic architecture and modern landmarks, a culture infused with Cuban and Spanish flavors, vibrant business districts, and beautiful waterways, Tampa is a wonderful place to work, play, and unwind. Spanning 400 square miles with a drainage area nearly 6 times as large, Tampa Bay and its watershed stretch from the spring-fed headwaters of the Hillsborough River to the salty waters off Anna Maria Island. Tampa Bay harbors a rich and diverse assemblage of plants and animals, along with a rapidly growing human population. Port Tampa Bay consistently ranks among the busiest ports in the nation. Tampa Bay is also a focal point of the region's premier industry, tourism. The bay and the sparkling beaches of the surrounding barrier islands attract nearly 5 million visitors a year. Graceful waterways shimmer beneath golden light, reflecting bridges and towers that rise in harmony against Tampa's vibrant coastal skyline. Historic facades of brick and stone merge with gleaming towers, creating a cityscape where tradition and innovation coexist beautifully. Palm-lined boulevards stretch toward sparkling shores, inviting breezes from the Gulf to weave nature's rhythm into urban life. Open waterfronts glow at sunset, casting warm hues across the architecture and enlivening the pulse of the city. The waterfront hums with gentle energy, where waves catch fragments of neon light and carry them into the Gulf. The bay stretches wide and calm, its surface a moving canvas that changes with the tides, winds, and colors of the sky. The horizon blends water and skyline, with bridges arching gracefully like threads that weave land and sea together. At night, the skyline glows with countless lights, mirrored on the bay like stars scattered across calm waters. Skyscrapers glow in hues of white and gold, standing like luminous sentinels against the deep indigo sky. The bay carries the hum of the city quietly across its surface, blending urban rhythm with the calm of the Gulf night. Tampa Bay is a large natural harbor in the Gulf of Mexico. The bay opens up in front of the city of Tampa on the west coast of Florida and is spanned by 6 different bridges, some of them of considerable length. The most famous bridge over Tampa Bay is probably the Sunshine Skyway Bridge that featured in one of the most dramatic disasters in the history of Florida. The Sunshine Skyway Bridge is the tallest bridge in Florida and one of the longest bridges in the world. It has a vertical clearance of 190 feet above the Tampa Bay and is 430 feet tall at its highest point on the bridge towers. The Sunshine Skyway Bridge offers an important connection between St. Petersburg and Bradenton, Florida. The bridge is just over 4 miles long and can take between 5 to 10 minutes to cross, depending on traffic. It was designed by the Fig and Mueller Engineering Group and built by the American Bridge Company. The bridge is considered the flagship bridge of Florida and serves as a gateway to Tampa Bay. The Sunshine Skyway Bridge rises with graceful symmetry, its golden cables fanning outward like rays of light suspended in air. Each towering pylon anchors the structure with quiet strength, yet their slender form gives an impression of elegance and delicacy. The bridge's sweeping arc over the water creates a seamless blend of engineering mastery and natural horizon. Steel and concrete merge into a design that feels both monumental and weightless, floating above the shimmering surface of the bay. Its scale impresses not only in length, but also in the purity of its clean, modern lines rising above the tides. Viewed from the water below, the bridge resembles a monumental gateway, welcoming all who enter the vast expanse of Tampa Bay. The coast of Florida holds many stretches of sand, yet few carry the same quiet allure as a barrier island just across the waters from Sarasota. Here, where sunlight glints across the Gulf and breezes soften the pace of the day, the shoreline seems designed for rest and renewal. It is on this narrow island, with its ribbon of quartz white sand and its easy rhythm of life, that visitors discover Siesta Key. True to its name, Siesta Key is the place to go for a relaxing island getaway on Florida's southwest coast. The 8-mile-long island, which is just a short bridge crossing west of Sarasota, boasts stunning quartz sand beaches and an array of outdoor recreation opportunities, from fishing or to parasailing. Unlike beaches elsewhere that are made up mostly of pulverized coral, Siesta Beach's sand is 99% quartz, most of which comes from the Appalachian Mountains. Even on the hottest days, the sand is so reflective that it feels cool underfoot. This beach town is the perfect place to slow down and relax, to take your time to unwind and soak up the Florida sunshine. Best known for its dazzling white, powder-soft sand beaches that are consistently ranked among the best in the U.S. and indeed the world, Siesta Key is a must-visit for beachgoers. The island seems to float upon the Gulf like a ribbon of light, its shoreline curving gently as if drawn by an artist's hand. Waves roll in with a steady rhythm, their crests sparkling under the Florida sun, before dissolving softly into the sands. The quartz grains glimmer with a brightness that almost resembles snow, creating a landscape both dazzling and serene. Palm fronds sway lightly above, casting shifting shadows that dance on the gleaming ground below. As the sun lowers over the Gulf, the sky unfolds in sweeping shades of amber, rose, and violet that reflect across the white sand. The water near the shoreline shimmers in translucent turquoise, gradually deepening into rich emerald farther out. The beach stretches wide and flat, allowing ample space for walking, sunbathing, and observing the rhythmic movement of the Gulf. Morning light bathes the shoreline in soft gold, illuminating each grain of quartz like tiny sparkling gems. The horizon appears infinite, merging sky and sea into a continuous canvas that soothes and mesmerizes the eye. Every step along the beach offers a sense of tranquility, where natural beauty and gentle coastal rhythms combine into an enduring serenity. If you venture along Florida's sunlit southwest coast, you will discover a sheltered estuary lying gracefully between barrier islands and the mainland. Its calm waters reflect both sky and city, offering a serene contrast to the bustling life along nearby shores. Sarasota Bay reveals itself as a place where gentle tides, abundant wildlife, and the influence of the Gulf of Mexico converge in harmonious balance. On Florida's southwest coast, Sarasota offers the best of both worlds, with a combination of big city living and close access to pristine natural areas and beautiful islands. Sarasota Bay is a subtropical estuary with a surface area of approximately 52 square miles. Though no significant single stream of freshwater enters the bay, with a drainage basin limited to 150 square miles in Manatee and Sarasota counties, it is generally treated as an estuary, with 3 passes or inlets, giving access from the Gulf of Mexico. Its source of freshwater has been increased from natural historical levels by urban runoff. Sarasota Bay, the largest and deepest coastal bay between Tampa Bay and Charlotte Harbor, is one of 28 estuaries in the country that have been named by the U.S. Congress as an estuary of national significance. The bay lies between barrier islands called keys that separate the body of water from the Gulf of Mexico and the Florida mainland. The waters of Sarasota Bay shimmer in varying shades of turquoise and deep blue, shifting with the movement of tides and sunlight. The bay curves naturally, forming quiet coves and sheltered pockets that invite exploration and contemplation. From elevated vantage points, the interplay of land and water reveals intricate patterns where inlets and channels carve delicate lines across the estuary. Many sailboats and yachts rest peacefully at anchor in Sarasota Bay, their hulls reflecting softly on the calm, glassy water. Fishing boats bob gently at moorings, swaying with the subtle rhythm of the tides. Gentle ripple travel across the water, catching sunlight and creating sparkling reflections that dance like liquid jewels. The curvature of the bay forms natural pockets and coves, offering quiet spaces where water and land meet in perfect stillness. From every angle, the bay feels expansive yet intimate, a natural haven where water, light, and life coexist in harmonious balance. Along Florida's southwestern coast, a narrow barrier island stretches between the calm waters of Charlotte Harbor and the vast expanse of the Gulf of Mexico. Shaped by centuries of tides, winds, and folklore, the island exudes a sense of mystery, history, and coastal charm. Gasparilla Island emerges as a place where natural beauty, maritime heritage, and legendary tales intertwine, inviting visitors to explore both land and lore. Gasparilla Island is a barrier island in southwest Florida, United States, straddling the border of Charlotte and Lee counties. To the west is the Gulf of Mexico, and to the east and south is Charlotte Harbor. The island has been an important part of Florida folklore due to its connection to the pirate Gasparilla, and it has been a significant tourist attraction destination since the early 20th century. Gasparilla was sparsely inhabited until the late 19th century, with the only permanent residents being local fishing families. According to Florida folklore, Gasparilla Island gets its name from the legendary pirate captain, Jose Gaspar, who had his base on the island and purportedly hid his fabulous treasure there. The island's shoreline curves gently, with soft white sands meeting turquoise waters, creating a serene, picturesque coastal panorama full of charm. Sea breezes sweep across grassy dunes, carrying the subtle scent of salt, sand, and sun-warmed vegetation throughout the tranquil island. As the sun dips toward the horizon, its golden light spills across the island, setting the sand and rooftops aglow. Low dunes and gentle rises provide elevated views, showing the dynamic interplay between harbor waters, the Gulf, and the island's terrain. Scattered along the island, charming cottages and villas blend with native landscaping, their pastel facades reflecting sunlight off the soft sand. Golf courses stretch across gentle dunes, with manicured fairways and greens contrasting beautifully with natural coastal vegetation. Fairways sweep gracefully over the rolling dunes, their vibrant green contrasting sharply with the surrounding white sand and native grasses. Bunkers of soft pale sand punctuate the courses, adding texture and visual interest, while blending seamlessly with the natural landscape. The Gulf of Mexico is more than a body of water. It is a living connection between history, culture, and natural beauty. From its sunlit coasts and turquoise shallows to its deep waters teeming with life, it continues to shape the spirit of the communities along its shores. Every tide carries stories of exploration, resilience, and wonder, reminding us of the Gulf's enduring importance to both nature and people. We hope this journey has deepened your appreciation for the treasures hidden within and around the Gulf of Mexico. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and let the waves of the Gulf inspire your sense of adventure.